And one very easy way to find out if this blood group is A or B or AB and O, let's say you take the blood group, right? If you put antibody A, suppose you have antibody A. In that blood, you put antibody A. If there is clumping, if there is reaction, then does that contain antigen A or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
It's
it's clumping.
If you put antibody A in the blood and there is reaction, that shows what?
That's the same
The blood contains what?
The same
The same type. Antibody A.
If blood contains
Antibody
okay.
A.
You're adding antibody A, right?
Yes.
And if there is clumping there, antibody A works against what?
Antigen
A. So that means that blood contains antigen A. That's it. So simple. So simple, right? If you add antibody B and there is a reaction, what antigen does it contain? B. If you add take one drop of A, one drop blood here, one blood here, right? Antibody A, antibody B. So that's what you have. That's what you're doing here. Where's the thing? So you'll be using this thing here. And all of you try to understand the basis of blood typing. You are using here the blood samples, which are artificial. There are 4 samples. And the bottle is already marked here. What kind of blood does it contain? So there's no guesswork there. Before you do the test, before you do it, write down on this page what kind of blood you're testing. Because then you will have to explain it to me later on. So if you're testing B positive or AB negative or whatever it is, write down here and then test. All right? You have on each table a big, you see that bench coat? So on this side and on the other side, 2 people this side, 2 people this side, right? So you're working groups of 2. 2 people this side will work on 2 of these. 2 people on the other side will work on the other 2. All the point? So on that table you have all 4. Or you don't need all 4, you may do just 2 only. Okay? Use the bench coat, use it on the bench coat. And all of you will be wearing gloves before you do it. And when you're done, you will dispose of all these things other than these bottles. Don't throw them here. Your gloves and stuff, whatever you use, in this autoglue bag. Don't put them in regular trash. Okay? So what you do here is that you take one of these and it has got these 3 places, right? Put 1 drop of blood here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 drop each. Then here it says you add anti-A. Anti-A means antibody A, correct? You add that. And where is that antibody A? It is here. You see these 3 here? It is written here which one is anti-A, which is anti-B, and RH, instead of writing RH, it is written D. Anti-D. D for RH. All right? And RH, if RH gives you reaction, what does it mean?
It's positive.
It's positive. There you go. Thank you so much. Somebody's understanding here. If gives reaction, positive, correct? Remember that? Okay. So here you go now. How do you read this? 1 drop, 1 drop, 1 drop of blood. Here add anti-A. Here it is written here, add anti-B. And here add anti-D. Correct? If, now don't forget about these 2. Here, this is for D. D for RH. if there is reaction here, that means it is positive, correct? If there's no reaction here, then it means it is negative. However, this reaction is very hard to see. It will not be clumping like big clumps. It will be very fine sand-like particles. If you see perfectly clear liquid, then no reaction. But if you see it's very, very tiny, tiny, dust-like sand-like particles, then it is positive. All right? Now, you're done with this part. Okay? And then do this part here. All right? Let us see add anti-A here, anti-B here. However, there is no reaction in any of these two. What blood group is that?
That's AB. Circular C.
Okay, let me go the other way around. If you put anti-A and anti-B here, right? However, there is clumping or reaction only in A. If the reaction in A, right? What does that indicate? It contains what? Antigen B. Okay, I am ready to go home.
Me too.
I'm done with today's teaching.
So what's the answer to the first one?
Wait,
That one
say
was
it again.
O?
Okay, we are past O now. If you put anti-A here, right?
Yep.
And there is reaction. Anti-A means antibody A, correct?
Yes.
And there is reaction. What does it show? It contains antigen A, right? Right? Is that part clear?
Yes.
If you put it here, and there is reaction here in anti-B, with anti-B, what does it contain? Antigen B. If there is reaction in both, okay?
A and B.
I don't like this thing.
Okay.
There is no antigen AB.
Yes. A and B.
That means it contains antigen A
And B.
and it contains antigen
B.
So what blood group that would that be?
AB.
If there is reaction only in A, only in A, not in B, right? That means it contains antigen